Hey, just back here again, and I just wanted to come on to you today to talk about movement, talk about exercise. It's a topic that I get a lot of questions about. You know, the exercise part. Like, people text me, they DM me, they email me. They ask things like, "How many days should I work out? What should I do to get the most bang for my buck? Um, should I do full body? Should I do splits? How can I get jacked abs?" All these different questions. There's so much information out there. It can be kind of confusing. So I'm going to kind of go over some of that today. Uh, so let me share screens here. First, I'll set everybody up when I'm meeting with people as far as my daughter. She's always with me. So anyways, so as we share this screen here, so first we'll always set up a client like this. We're coming in, we're going through this customized for our 30-day fitness plan, getting to know a little bit about you, like goals, for example. And common goals, especially now with everything going on, like common goals seem to be, weight loss, fat loss. And that's predominantly what I want to teach. I want to teach and educate people. In my next video, we'll talk about eating habits, but today it's all about movement. Once we kind of know about your goals, your limitations, some of your challenges, we'll be able to develop a plan and then frequency. So that's where we'll get into. Mostly what it comes down to, a lot of people want to lose weight, be healthier, gain muscle. So I'm looking at 2 to 3 times a week with people's schedule. That's usually about the average. So one of these two in here. And then we're going to go over here. So what does that look like? Well, typically with those, a lot of people, they haven't been moving as much or maybe not moving as well. So we're going to go through what looks something like this. We'll set up a personalized chart for you, but this just gives you an example of what you'll get after we sit down and have our conversation. You'll have a 3-day split predominantly is what I like to look at. And I like to go more full body with emphasis. Why is that? Well, one, if you're new to exercising, you really don't want to overload one part of the body. You could do too much muscle damage because, if you don't know that when you're working out, you're actually doing damage to the muscle tissue, and it's the recovery, the repair process, the eating, the nutrition, the sleep, that helps to grow that muscle, lose that fat, boost that metabolism. And if you're trying to lose weight, that's what you want. You want to boost that metabolism. But if you're not getting the body enough time to recover, or you're overloading it and then getting injured, well, we're all screwed here. So by doing more of a full body approach, we can ease into there. We can be efficient with our time. We can hit as many muscle groups as possible, hit a lot more in what's called compound movements, which means, we're working more muscles than one. For example, I'll give you an example of a compound versus an isolation. A compound exercise could be like squats or lunges or deadlifts for your legs. An isolation would be one of those like seated leg extensions. For upper body, think about pull-ups or push-ups as compound, but like bicep curls as isolation. It takes more energy to do those compound movements, therefore you're going to burn more calories, which means burn more fat, but we also need to recover. So that's what's going to happen with these full body sessions. So for example, I've got it set up like this. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we've got a couple active recovery days in here and a rest day, and I'll kind of go through that. So on Monday, we're looking at a full body. That's what the FB stands for, with a lower body emphasis. Now, we want to emphasize that lower body. And I like to start with that on predominantly a Monday typically, because everybody wants to go upper body. So we want to work that lower body first. And, I always say get the worst out first. So everybody seems to hate leg day, and this is still going to be more full body, but maybe, for example, if you're trying to lose weight, it could be mainly a leg session where we're involving some shoulder or some back work. Definitely core is every day. That's not on here, but when we talk about core, we're talking about if we were to cut off your arms and legs, that would be your core. So then we're looking at active recovery. So active recovery, I just want people to move every day. That's how you're going to, be active, be more mobile, have better blood flow, actually can aid in the recovery process. So, repairing the muscular tissue. So active recovery could be going for a walk, could be going for a hike, could just be doing some yoga or some stretching. And so you could do those in a couple of days. Maybe a light jog if you're an avid runner. If you're not a runner, that could be a workout. So just keep that in mind. and again, all this, if you are signing up with us, this is all going to be personalized, customized to you. But this is just to give you an idea today. So Wednesday could be, you know, again, back to that full body, but we're going to do more of an upper body emphasis. So more of a push-pull routine is what we're looking at. Think of like push-ups, pull-ups, things like that. More of those compound movements. And then on that Friday, I would, especially with the weight loss, we want to get that heart rate up a little bit. We want to do some high-intensity training. So that's where that conditioning comes in. And you've probably seen like, well, what about doing high intensity all the day? Is that going to burn more fat? Well, great question, and that depends. And I don't want to go down a deep rabbit hole of science, but for those women especially that are listening to this video, you do too much high intensity, that can really throw up your hormones. You decrease your calories so much and then your energy output, so you're doing too much high intensity activity, that could actually create more fat gain and burn off muscle tissue and get you into slow your metabolism. So we want to boost the metabolism, burn fat, build lean, tight muscle tissue, looking great. So, and that's where we throw in one day there for that. And then if you need an extra, of course, but again, these active recovery. And then Sunday, I just have a pure out rest. Now, Saturday is one of those interchangeable. Like we could easily interchange this with a rest day. So, and then, you know, this would be part like cycle one. So we would go through something similar, obviously progressive overload. If you're not familiar with that, that means just progressively increasing resistance or increasing like how much we're doing, because your body adapts. You want it to adapt, but to really create continual change, you've got to overload it. So, you know, that could be, if you're looking for fat loss, and we could be doing more of like a stamina phase. If you see program phases, you start to get closer to goals, you're there. Maybe we're doing more hypertrophy strength. Obviously the size is more for people that definitely want to make those gains, which seems like more the male population. And then speed, again, if you're an athlete, but even if you're trying to go towards strength or weight loss goals, we definitely want to increase power and speed. And that's where all that would go through. So let me come over here again and click off this screen share mode here. And then and there we go. So that gives you an idea of you know, if you were to look at training, what it would look like, you know, depending on what you're looking at. Now, if you'd like to have a plan customized around your unique challenges, your goals, and really map out not just the next 30 days, but what's your end goal? That's where you would sit down with us and we would go over that. We would get to that deep level goal. So say your goal is to lose 30 pounds. Wouldn't you want help to lose that 30 pounds, not just the first 8 or 10? If that's you, maybe you just need a kickstart. Maybe you just want us to help you with that 8, 10. But if you want a little bit deeper, if you want us to take you that full road, let us know. You know, if you see the value in that, and if you like to take the guesswork out of that, all you have to do is click this link down below, fill out the details, pick a time to chat with me, and I'm going to personally meet with you, and I'm going to handcraft your plan to get you going from start to finish. Now, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this training a little bit, this overlook of what working out could look like. Make sure to add your comments and questions below. I want you to have an awesome day, and I look forward to our next training. We're actually going to talk about nutrition. Thanks for tuning in.